Holy crap, that was awesome.
Coming. Hang on. Gate set. Okay, you guys, how's that? Had the gate threshold too high on the gate, so we rolled that back. Here we go. And you can hear my wife stomping around upstairs, H&R stomping stuff. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and leave the gate open because I'm too lazy to fuss with it. Anyways, hope everybody had a great weekend. This is going to be probably rather painful. Heavy QSB. The band was actually better, believe it or not, about 45 minutes ago. So there's some Delta Limas in there. There's some other stations, Echo Alphas. We'll give it a go on 40. I'm on the for any newcomers. Okay, so you guys are hearing me good. For any newcomers, I'm on the 40-meter array. It's a Delta Loop parasitic array. Two 40-meter Delta Loops, spaced 20 feet apart. Man, she is making a lot of noise. And 38.6 feet on the phasing lines on the harness, and which puts basically 120 ohm inductive load on the parasitic element, turning it into a reflector depending on which way we go. So that's what's going on here. Going to be running about 400 watts, ICOM 7300. That's the rundown. You got it. Boom, bang, done. We're done with that nonsense. Okay. Here we go. You guys carry on amongst yourselves. I'm going to make a mess here. Good to see everybody. I'm going to bring everything online. Ed, I don't have to do anything, man. She's just pissed all the time. KG5UHC, hey Ray, what's going on, dude? Hope all is well. Hope you had a great weekend.
The sugar zero again, sugar zero.
Get my logbook up.
Please, the suffix again. Italy sugar zero, hotel, question mark. Sorry, other station come here from the side and make big problem. Italy sugar zero, hotel November, question mark, hotel November. Sorry, negative copy.
Chris, you're insane.
Sorry, I'm very happy when I can hear you again.
She's got the
back. Propagation is a little bit better. And
She's got the vac running upstairs and just killing me down here.
Week. Here is Delta Kilowatt 1 Radio Uniform listening.
Delta Kilowatt 1 Radio Uniform, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
At the station with Mike again.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, over.
The Kilowatt 6 Golf Mike, is that correct?
Number one, Kilowatt 1, Roger.
Sorry, please, only the kilowatt station, not the station, the other station. I say only the kilowatt station. So I think kilowatt number 1, Golf Mike. I hope that's correct. Here is Delta Kilowatt 1 Radio Uniform. Name here is Olaf Oscar Lima America Foxtrot. And my city here is Stuttgart in southwest Germany. Kilowatt 1, Golf Mike. Here is Delta Kilowatt 1 Radio Uniform listening.
Okay, DK1RU, Kilo 1 Golf Mike. You are correct. Roger on the Kilo 1 Golf Mike. And you are 5'9", and I'm over here, state of Vermont. And the name is Steve, Sierra Tango, Echo Victor Echo, over.
Yes, Steve, thank you very much for the very nice report. Your signal here is 5'9", in the peak 5'9" plus 10 dB. It is no problem to hear you. Loud
very
and
cool.
clear, and good modulation. I'm very happy to hear you on the radio, Stephen. The working condition here is on FTDX 5000. I'm running about 500 watts, and my antenna is a new antenna. This is the second day was I work with this antenna. This is on the rotary dipole from E antenna about 16 meters over the ground, Stephen. Microphone back to you. K1GMM, DK1, are you listening?
Okay, DK1RU, K1GMM returning, and very good on your working conditions. Boy, you're about the strongest signal on the band. The band popped opened about almost an hour ago into the eastern seaboard here, so you are being heard very well. Working conditions this side, we're running, looks like about 500 watts, and the transceiver is an ICOM 7300, and the antenna is a 40-meter delta loop parasitic array. DK1RU, K1GMM, over.
Super, Stephen. Your setup doing a very nice job. The IC7300 is a nice transceiver. I love the IC7300. That's my second transceiver here in my shack. You can see off QRZ.com. And when I'm in my vacation house in Spain, I work only with the IC7300. Very nice.
I'm being heard in Wales. Very cool.
The price is beautiful. Okay, Stephen, I say thank you very much. All the best to you. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Good afternoon and a very good start in the new week for you and your family. Kilowatt 1, Golf Mike, Delta Kilowatt 1, Radio Uniform. Say many thanks, 73, and bye-bye, Stephen.
Thank you, Olaf. Thanks for grabbing the call here, and great to hear you on the bands. And you are going to be very busy, I take it, with a great signal like that. 7-3, buddy. Catch you soon. Have a great week coming up. DK1RU, K1GMM, over.
73, thank you very much. And here is Delta Kilowatt 1 Radio Uniform for...
Walk in the park.
For a nice report. Very, very early.
There's Yuri. Right on schedule. Yeah, he throws a great signal, huh? That Olaf, boy.
We have the last contact.
You are right.
Up a little bit, but at 63 you don't care. It's like 78%.
Okay, we're going to find a clear frequency And we're going to just call CQ. Not a lot of people on the band that I'm hearing. So we're at 7175. Let me listen here. No, okay. Okay, let me check. I'm going to check the tune quick, make sure I'm okay. I did move. Should be fine. This is a resin antenna, but I like to reel it in. Really, really good. Make sure everything's all set here before I always do this with the linear amplifier running, because I'll tell you what, I've hit it before and had something weird happen, and the antenna was out of tune, or the switch wasn't fully engaged up at the antenna. And I'll tell you what, you want to talk about a terrifying sound out of that amplifier. She's an old amp. She's 30 years old now, so I try to take it easy on it. Oh, it is a little bit out. I was tuned for the bottom section of down around 125. That'll work. That'll do, pig. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? K1GMM. CQDX, CQ Delta X-ray, CQDX, CQDX, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, looking towards Europe, CQDX, CQ Delta X-ray on 40, CQDX, looking for Europe, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for any calls. QRZ, I heard a station way off in the distance there. Try again. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Nothing heard. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike calling CQDX. CQ Delta X-ray looking towards Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for any calls.
CQDX, CQ Delta X-ray, CQDX, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
CQ Delta X-ray, CQDX, CQ Delta X-ray looking at Europe, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for a call. I hear a station in there, way off in the distance. Let me get the preamp on and give me a call. Give me your call several times phonetically, please. Over. Go ahead. K1GMM. Okay, I know there's a uniform in there, but it's just too low to copy. One more try, please. Over. Hey, the only thing I got, I thought was I got a 1-5 and a uniform Zulu, but I think that's all messed up. Give it a little bit of time. I'll be in here for, 45 minutes to an hour. Maybe the band will stretch out and we'll be able to complete the contact here. Just too low. Too low. I can't pull you out of there. 7-3. And this is Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike calling CQDX, CQ Delta X-Ray, and listening for Europe. Oh, the fishy end. That's my brown trout. Bill, that's an AL80A. It's an Ameritron. I bought it for $200 from a guy in Rutland. Still got the original tube in it. Ameritron AL80A to answer your question. CQ Delta X-Ray, CQDX. Listening for stations in Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. CQDX, CQ Delta X-Ray. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Listening for any calls. Where is everybody? I know they hear me. CQ Delta X-Ray, CQDX, CQ Delta X-Ray, listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, listening. I'm going to put the transceiver into record here. I will record a call so I don't have to sit here and kill my vocal cords. Let's do CQ Delta X-Ray, CQDX, CQ Delta X-Ray, listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for any calls. That'll work.
Q Delta X-Ray, listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for any calls. CQ Delta X-Ray, CQDX, CQ Delta X-Ray, listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for any calls. CQ Delta X-Ray, CQDX, CQ Delta X-Ray, listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for any calls. CQ Delta X-Ray, CQDX, CQ Delta X-Ray, listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for any calls.
Oh, Ray. Oh, Ray, I'm pointing. Where are you at, Ray? I'm actually pointed at Europe. So you'd be KG5.
CQ Delta X-Ray, CQDX.
You'd be
CQ
off the
Delta
back of the
X-Ray,
beam.
listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for any calls. CQ Delta X-Ray, CQDX, CQ Delta X-Ray, listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for any calls. CQ Delta X-Ray, CQDX, CQ Delta X-Ray, listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for any calls.
Yeah, I'm going to go hunting here pretty quick.
CQ Delta X-ray, CQDX.
Oh, yeah,
CQ
Ray,
Delta
you're
X-ray,
off the back of the
listening
beam.
for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike
That's
Mike.
why you're not
Kilo
hearing
1
me.
Golf
Well, you
Mike
may not
Mike.
hear
Bye
me.
for any calls.
You may not hear me going the other direction either that well, but you'll hear me better if I flip it.
CQ Delta X-ray, CQDX, CQ Delta X-ray, listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for any calls.
Okay, I'm going hunting. I'm going to go sweep the band quick. Maybe there's some stations that came in. Hard saying, not knowing.
Mirar la cuartilla. Para la derecha no tengo problema. CQDX and listening.
Here's Victor Echo 1, India Oscar Uniform.
The kilowatt station again. The kilowatt.
They've been 4-4. Oh, it seems like several weeks now. I normally operate on the higher frequency band, like 17. It's 10 when it's open, but I've not heard many signals on those bands for quite a while.
I'm going to move down to 7130. Esp Labs, just curious, what's your call sign and where are you located? This is something I should mention. This is something I'm trying to get my head around. You can work a station in Germany, right? At 10 over 9. And the UK can't hear you, can't hear me. And this is very common. At first glance, you tend to think to yourself, the antenna's not working right, but it doesn't have anything to do with the antenna, I think. My gut tells me that it has a lot to do with the path and the propagation. It has to be. Because how could a station in Germany hear me at 10 over 9 and I'd be in S3 in the UK? I'm pointed at the UK, and I know the antenna is patterned correctly. So what's left to conclude? And this is the way propagation works. It's very bizarre. It's a fascinating and also very frustrating part of the hobby. Also, the other thing is if you call CQ and you're looking for DX, this is something I found. That frequency may be busy. So if you look at, and I've run into this over and over and over again. So let's say you pick a clear frequency, you check to see if it's clear, and you know that it's clear, you don't hear anybody, not even in the background. Well, you sit there and you start calling CQ, right? And you're looking at, let's say you're pointed at Europe and you want to work Europe. Well, there may be a station in Eastern Europe that may be on that frequency that you can't hear. You see what I'm saying? And they may not even hear you over the top of them. It's something that's difficult to figure out. One way around that is to listen to some SDR, web SDRs over in Europe. I don't do that. But usually if I sit and I call CQ on a frequency for a while and nobody comes back, and I know for a fact I'm being heard over there, I move. So that's something I've just found kind of a little, I wouldn't call it a tip, but, and I've proven that to be true many times. I move, and it could be only a few K. I was up on 175. I'm all the way down at 130 now. So I'm going to check 130 and I'll call here because I know there are a lot of stations that operate in the lower section of this band. So we'll give this a shot down here. Hey, John. John, I figured out it was you, by the way. I heard you on 10 watts on 80 meters the other night. Fantastic. 10 watts, buddy. Brilliant. Okay, let's check. Somebody's tuning up right here. I think I have a weird heterodyne on this frequency. You can just hear it in the background. I don't know what that's from. And I hear voices there. You guys hear that, voices? Oh, Ian, you should have grabbed that sucker. Oh, and there they are. There is someone there, so I'm not going to transmit there. That's a bust, so I need to go find someplace else. 52, who's on?
Go. It's an Electro voice.
Oh.
Mike 0, Papa, Papa, Kilo. Kilo 1, Golf, Mike, Mike, over.
Lima 1 station, M0 PPK, please send again. Lima 1 station. Lima 1 station, please send again. M0 PPK.
M0 PPK, how copy? Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike, Mike. Kilowatt 1, Germany, Mexico, Mexico.
Okay, the Lima 1 station, I can hear you briefly, but not all the time. I've got Lima 1 something, Gulf, Mike something, I'm not sure. Please try again.
Boy.
Try it again.
Kilowatt number 1, Gulf, Mike, Mike. Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike, Mike, over.
Okay, unfortunately I can hear you intermittently. Not a clear enough signal for me to unfortunately QSL you fully. But you are coming through just from southwest UK. My antenna is somewhat shielded, so very strong, but receiving it is not so good. So thank you very much for your call. It's very, very much appreciated. If you could try your call sign one more time, it'd be nice to try and get it for the book. Thank you. It's Mike 0, Papa, Papa Kilo, and it's back to the Lima 1 station.
Okay, we'll give it one more try. Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike, Mike. Kilowatt number 1, Germany, Mexico, Mexico. Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike, Mike, over.
Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike, Mike. Kilo 1, Gulf, Mike,
Got it.
Mike. Is that correct, over?
Roger, 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 Roger.
All copied. Yep, I got you there. Kilo 1, Golf, Mike, Mike. Thank you very much. We got there. So it's M0 PPK. The Kilo, I think it was in the Alpha. I don't know. I got you back there and clear right when you said Roger, Roger. I suffered a little bit S9 noise. So your signal's it's getting around good. It's just my QTH is not the best. But thank you very much for your call. It's very much appreciated. As I said, I'm in the southwest UK, running an IC 7200 into a half-size G5 RV. It's approximately 10 meters above ground level, but I do have a mountain on one side, which does, restrict me a lot. So thank you very much for your call, and I'll have to say 73 because it's hard to QSL you a bit. So it's Kilo 1, Golf Mike Mike. This is Mike 0, Papa Kilo.
Okay, Mike 0, PPK, Kilo 1, Golf Mike Mike. Thanks for picking up the call. I'll say 7-3 and have a good week coming up. And just to let you know, you're 55, 5-5, 5-6, 5-5, 5-6, peaking a 6. So you're making it in here, no problem. But I have a big antenna system that has some really, really good ears on it. So I hear you, no problem there, buddy. Nice trip, 7-3. We'll catch you later. M0 PPK, K1GMM, over.
Thank you very much. 73 and good night. 1 Golf Mike Mike, Mike 0, Papa Kilo. Now standing by. Thank you.
Mike 3 Yankee, Silver Bravo. Mike 3 Yankee, Silver Bravo. The K1GMM. Go ahead.
Okay, the Zulu Bravo, this is not my frequency. This is not my frequency. The PPK, if you don't mind, stand by just for a moment, and I'm going to QSY. Guys, let me find a QSY frequency up or down. This is not my frequency. Stand by for a moment, please.
Kilo 1, Golf Mike Mike. I wasn't here previously. I have been on here for about an hour. So I'm not sure if you're getting me or not. My name is John. The name is John. Michael again. Mexico 3, Yokohama, Santiago, Baltimore. I'm about 48, 55 miles due north of the other station you're working. The mountain is in between us. You probably can't hear me. And I can hear you in the station absolutely perfectly. And you're 59 in the clear. Kilo 1, Germany, Mexico. From Mexico 3, Yokohama, Santiago, Baltimore. 59, over.
Okay, Mike 3, Yankee Sierra Bravo. Just to let you know, M0 PPK, I was hearing multiple stations on this frequency, and I think your name's John, ending in Yankee Sierra Bravo. He's been here for about an hour. I've been listening to you both, but I couldn't quite figure out what was going on there. So, anyways, I got you in the log. Name is Steve this side over here, state of Vermont. I'm going to get out of the way and let you guys duke it out. But PPK, yes, I think his name's John, Mike 3, Yankee Sierra Bravo. He's not far away from you. You're both sitting on the same frequency, just to let you know. 7-3, guys, have a good evening, good DX, and thanks for working me there. I think your name was John, and the name is Steve this side, Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo. Mike 3, Yankee Sierra Bravo, Kilo 1, Golf Mike Mike, over.
Me and the Mike 0 station, we're very close together, I think. We're in the same state, the same county. We're in the same county. Makes it very, very difficult. He's probably getting me on the ground wave, and I'm getting him on the ground wave. So yeah, you're very strong from Vermont. 59, 2 hours to the grey line. And you did get it right. My name is John. Juliet, Oscar, Hotel November. My name is John. Mike 3, Yankee Sugar Bravo. And I am running on a two-element Delta Loop Array. I'm pointing out into the States. That's why I can hear you. And I can also hear Mike out there. I think he's down in the Victoria, maybe near Liscard, I think. He's in Liscard, so take care for now. Kilo 1, Golf Mike Mike. Now to make a quick U-so. Mike 3, Yankee Sugar Bravo. Have a great week.
Okay, John, all the best there, and all the best to the other station as well. Good to hear you guys. Band is probably just starting here, but I know we've got a geomagnetic storm brewing. It's been going since yesterday, so the band's kind of squirrely, I know. 7-3, guys, we'll catch you later. This Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, QSY.
Okay, just a quick one for you down in Vermont. I was listening when you were talking with a friend of mine, Callum, Mike 0, Charlie X-ray, when he's learning on his the X-Commander vertical antenna on 80 meter. I did hear you folks working with the phase verticals. Very, very interesting. I did look up your YouTube video. Very interesting. I'm going to be doing the same in the next week or two. Listen out, you might hear me running the two phase verticals.
Have a good evening, good afternoon to the stateside. Cheers.
Okay, cheers. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. And you are live streaming currently, and this will render to YouTube. You'll find it on my YouTube channel. Good to hear you guys. Nice to run into you, and thanks for the heads up. We'll be looking for you, and thanks for watching the. Thanks for checking things out with Callum there. Good guy. All the best. And this is K1GMM off and clear 7-3.
Okay, Gordon. Catch you later. Been a pleasure. Make a quick one. K1GMM, my 3 Yankee Signal. God bless.
You too, 7-3.
I'm not sure. I am in a trouble, so let me check. Is there a Mike Kilo still there? Mike Kilo, Papa Kilo Kilo?
That's pretty funny.
Look yourself out, Mike, if you are. Charlie Talk 1, America, Papa November. Charlie something? Charlieton 1, Canada Talk 1, Charlieton 1, Alpha Papa November, QSL. I copy Charlie Tango 1, Papa November. Give me your suffix. Okay. Charlieton 1, America Papa November, America Papa November, Charlieton 1, Alpha Papa November, QSL. QSL, okay, Charlie number 1, Alpha Papa November. Good evening, thank you for call for you in this moment. Strong signal, a little bit modulation is not very well, you're going for now so good so far. Thank you very much one more time for call. My name is Delta Charlie Oscar. All information about me you can find if you visit QSL.com. QSL? QSL, my friend Jeff, QSL. Thank you very much for the call. 59, also 59.
I was kind of hoping we'd witness a big brawl there, but they were good about it. See, what did I just say about it's very difficult to know, especially if you're close to another station. He could be transmitting on the same frequency you are. You'll never even know it. It's maddening. I'll tell you, it's mad. Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Oh my gosh, the guy's still calling CQ. Dude, drop the key. I don't... He's not leaving enough time. Okay. You gotta leave more space than that. He's got it on a CQ loop. This is why you have to... Okay, let me address this. Let me address this. This is something I found out. This stuff drives me mad, okay? Completely makes me bonkers. When you finish calling CQ, you have to tell people when you finished calling. In other words, you can say calling CQ and listening, or CQ, and then terminate the CQ call, because people don't know when you stopped. You see what I'm saying? It's like a command with a dog. Treat us all like dogs, because that's what we are. Sorry about the noise. My precious watch. I love my watch. You know, it could be anything, but it tells people that you've ended the call and now they can call you. It's confusing when they don't do that. And he's running such a tight-spaced CQ call where the recording stops and then it picks up and only waits like 1.5 seconds. That's ridiculous. You have to wait at least 4 seconds. You know, it's not a race. I'm going to try and get him anyways, but I doubt I will. This is Serbia. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. He won't hear anything. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Yeah, see, he's okay. Perfect example. Some friends and I joke about this. They put the recording, and they don't even listen. I swear to God, they just walk away from the radio. You know what? You know what that is, don't you? You know, I haven't pulled this out in a while. You know what he is?
You're the big weenie here. 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 You're the big weenie here.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of weenie going on there. Okay. While I got you guys here, you're asking me, keep calling till the finals burn up. Living in Euro, is there any way to get licensed? King Cali. I don't know. What is in Europe? Like what part of Europe? That's really out of my realm. King Cali, I'm over here, state of Vermont, northeast corner of the United States. So I really couldn't tell you. The only thing I could tell you to do is get online and type in amateur radio licensing in your particular country, and you'll probably stumble upon all kinds of things, different links to, I'm sure there's clubs. You'll have to take a test and get licensed, but cameras. Okay, you're in Germany. Zombie CQ. There you go, Anthony. He's a linguini. Oh my God. This is what irritates me, okay? Contacts can be hard to come by on the longer wavelengths. Why do you make it harder? Why? Can somebody answer that question for me? Why do these people make it so hard? It's difficult enough for somebody like me to make these contacts. What is this a game to you people? It's not funny, okay? The cameras. Okay, what kind of cameras are they? I got them off of Amazon. There's 3 running, as you can see. One there, right here, and one up there. Wave to the camera. What's going on? They are, let me see if I can get the name of these things. Believe it or not, they're cheap. They're full 1920 by 1080. They have microphones built into them, although I'm not using them. Crap, I can't see what they are. They're made by Osdom. Alpha, Uniform, Sierra, Delta, Oscar, Mike. Osdom. Webcams. They have cool little clamps on them with wire, and you can clamp them to all kinds of things. I think I paid, believe it or not, I paid like $24, $26 a piece for them. And they look good, don't they? I have something else I could say regarding linguini and Italians, but I definitely don't want to be offensive, lest they send the mob after me. And have you guys seen John Wick? Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Even though that's different, but take that and put that into like the mob. There you go. Yeah, definitely don't want to upset those guys. You don't want to knock on the door and a pillow over your face in the middle of the night and all you hear is a pop and then all the lights go out. Not my idea of a pleasant day. Anyways, let's see who else is around here. You guys are freaking nuts. Holy cow. There we go. See who this is. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Now I'm back down to the bottom part of the band. Killing me here. Sorry about that. Italy, Kilo 1, Lima, Zulu, Foxtrot, Kilo 1, Golf, Mike, Mike.
Kilo 1 again?
Kilo 1, Golf, Mike, Mike. Golf, Mike, Mike. Over.
Kilo 1, Golf, Mike, question mark again?
Golf, Mike, Mike. Germany, Mexico, Mexico. Over.
Now, can you repeat slowly your call, please? Kilo 1, Golf, Mexico, question mark. Can you repeat slowly, please? Over.
Kilowatt 1, Germany, Mexico, Mexico. Kilowatt 1, Germany, Mexico, Mexico.
Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mexico, Mexico. Kilowatt 1, Kilo 1, Mexico, Mexico. Is it correct?
Roger, 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 Roger.
You are 57. Steven, you are 55 in northwest part of Italy. What's my report, please? Over.
Okay, you were a 5 and 3, 53, 53, 5 and 3 in state of Vermont. Victor Tango, Roger.
Good, sir. Thank you very much. What's your antenna, Steven, please? I use a vertical antenna, full size vertical antenna homemade. What's your
It's peaking higher than that. Okay, you can go ahead and correct your report. The QSB, there is some QSB in there, and we have some static crashing. So go ahead and give yourself a 5.7. 5.7. There's heavy QSB, but no problem. Never lose you in the noise there. The antenna is a 40-meter delta loop parasitic array. A 40-meter delta loop parasitic array. It fires either northeast or southwest. I have it pointed at 53 degrees currently. Over.
Steven, Kilowatt 1, Golf, Mike. Thank you for the information. And about my receiver is a Kenwood TS 2000. Thank you very much. Kilo 1, Golf, Mike from Highway 1, LZF. I hope to meet you again. 23.
7-3, thank you.
CQ40, hello CQ40. This is IK1, LZF. India, Kilo 1, Lima, Zulu, Foxtrot. CQ40.
Where's Macedonia? Do you guys hear Macedonia in there somewhere?
There's satellite, but he's done that, but I'm trying to get him to help me do it. He talks about
Lima, Zulu, Foxtrot. CQ40.
pole or whatever.
Okay, Arno, very good. Good signal. I knew you were about 15 dB over S9 here this afternoon. Great to hear you out there with such a good signal. It looks like the band conditions are not that bad tonight. Over. Okay, QSL, I was quite surprised to hear you in there, Jim. Very bad propagations over here. Just came down from 20 meters. Nothing on 20 meters at all. So very surprised to find you in here, QSL. Ah, okay, very good. Well, maybe 40 meters will be a little bit more lively here tonight. Last night was quite disturbed conditions and was not the best. The stations in North America that I usually work just were taking big fades. Anyway, but good copy. Curious what you're running on that end. Okay, QSL, Jim. Not too big of equipment over here. Running the IC7300 along with a Kenwood TL922 amp, and the antenna is only a half-wave unfed wire dipole. A half-wave unfed wire dipole, which is up about 15 meters above ground, QSL. Okay. Well, wow. It was great, doing a great job. I'm also using a IC7300. I'm driving a older amplifier, a Henry radio amp. Pair of 3500Zs in there, cooking right now at about 1400 watts output power. And it's going up to a 2-element Yagi. So that's the lineup here. We're right here on the coast. We're about 250 feet or so back from the Atlantic Ocean. Over. Yeah, okay, fine business on that, Jim. Definitely doing a very fine job for you. And the antenna on your side is helping me.
Boy, that guy, he's got some cracking audio, doesn't he? On that 7300.
Long, so that's about it. And I'm located down in the south part of the Netherlands, about 250 kilometers due southeast of the capital city, Amsterdam, on the borderline for Germany and Belgium.
Yes, 2E0 how you doing, Marty? Yeah, it's fascinating. Especially
very nice to make the acquaintance and contact.
Yeah, especially on the longer wavelengths. You wouldn't think it would matter that much on like a 3,000-mile trip, but it really does. It can vary. Like I can actually hear the waves in the ionosphere. This is mostly on 20. The waves, in the ionosphere, how the propagation is changing. I can actually hear it move from Eastern Europe into towards like Central Europe, and then all the way as the day progresses, but I can actually hear it changing too. It's the most fascinating thing to me. I just find this whole aspect of the hobby just amazing. Let me get the rig back on.
Very nice to make the contact, Jim. Over
this is awesome DX audio, by the way. Listen to how it's got punch, and it's like a screaming chainsaw through a melted stick of butter. It's just lethal.
Very good. I see from our log that we have worked a couple times on 15 meters, I think, during some processing. So, 73, all the best, KP2XX. Okay, 73, bye-bye.
DK1RU, Delta Kilowatt 1 radio uniform.
Something Kilowatt 1.
Ontario, Denmark, over.
Delta Kilowatt number 1 radio
uniform. Oh man, I gotta find the place.
DK1RU.
Okay, DK1RU. Very good. Good signal coming in. Name is Jim.
Neither do I, Martin. I have no idea how it works. That's what's so fascinating about it. It's impossible to predict, and it's impossible, virtually humanly impossible to know what that RF wave is doing in the ionosphere. It's crazy. Anybody who says that they know is full of crap, because one, you can't see it, and it's constantly changing. Constantly. There's only one absolute, and that is if you hear the station, that means the propagation's there. Other than that, who knows? It's a mystery. Of course, there's a lot of things that affect whether the propagation is there or not. But what that wave does when it hits the ionosphere, the different layers, wacky, man. Is this frequency in use? Yeah, it is, Bill. Is this frequency in use? K1GMM. Is this frequency in use? Okay, let's throw out some calls.
CQ Delta X-ray, CQDX, CQ Delta X-ray, listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for any calls.
Yes, equalizer. That's exactly right. But this is my red tube. I use this a lot for if I'm just
CQ
talking.
Delta X-ray, CQDX,
I don't use it for DXing
CQ
too
Delta
much.
X-ray, listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, Kilo
It's also
1
fed
Golf
to
Mike
the
Mike.
radio.
Bye for any calls.
Then I take a line out. Delta, I got a Delta Juliet. Delta Juliet, come again?
Okay, Delta Juliet 5, Kilo X-ray.
Okay, Delta Juliet 5, Kilo X-ray, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. The handle is Steve, Sierra, Tango, Echo, Victor, Echo. And the QTH is State of Vermont. And I'll give you a report on the next go. Go ahead.
Okay, Steve, no problem. Good afternoon. You are 5 and 9, 59 Neopon Bravo, Alpha November. The name is Stefan Sierra, Tango, Echo, Foxtrot, November.
Okay, Stefan. Stefan, I'll get your name in the log here. And good to hear you, man. And thank you for the 5.9. You're 5.6. 56 in the clear. A little bit of static crashing and noise I have to contend with, but no problem on the copy. And go ahead and give me your working conditions, Stefan. Running about 500 out here on a 40-meter parasitic array, delta loops, a set of delta loops. DJ5KX, K1GMM, over.
Okay, K1, DJ5KX, returning. Okay, right position on your side. I'm using item 7600. Then there's a dipole from Keleman, and I'm using an expert 11 yards. In a moment, 400 watts, over.
QSL, Stefan. Okay, buddy, thank you very much for the call. I'm going to keep things moving along here. I have a limited amount of time, but I think this is a new one. You didn't pop up in the log, so I'll say thanks for making the call and been a pleasure to connect with you. I'll say 7-3, have a great week coming up, and hopefully catch you again right here on 40 or maybe someplace else. DJ5KX, K1GMM, over.
Okay, no problem. It was very, very good in a moment to use your heads and to South America. And I work a lot of Argentina stations from Lima United and so on. It was very lovely in the moment. All the best, Steve. Have a nice day. K1 goes Mike Mike.
Okay, Stefan. Yep, 7-3. Thanks again for the call. And good DX, especially. Enjoy your radio time. We're coming into the season, I think, here stateside. QRZDX, looking at Europe. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, listening. No, I haven't, Bill. CQDX, CQ Delta X-ray, looking towards Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for a call.
CQ Delta X-ray, CQDX, CQ Delta X-ray, listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for any calls.
Okay, I think it's a Delta Echo Tango. One more time, please. Over. Okay, I've got an Echo Alpha 8 Delta Echo Tango. Please confirm your call. And you were about a 5.3, just off the noise. But I got you in here, no problem. The name is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo, Victor Echo, and the QTH, State of Vermont. Echo Alpha 8, Delta Echo Tango, Kilo 1, Golf Mike Mike. Over.
Okay, QSL 100%. The power at the moment 1 kilowatt. The last only 60 watts QSL.
How many watts are you running? Did you say 50 or 1 kilowatt?
Okay, QSL 100% at the moment 1 kilowatt. The last QSL very surprised. The listening my station, your station QSL.
Okay, yes, there's heavy QSB in there. I believe you're in the Canary Islands, correct? And you're up to a 5.7, so a good copy on you. Really good. The signal just came up a little bit, quite a bit actually. You're out and in the clear. Here we're running about 500. We have 500 watts going out, and the antenna is a 40-meter parasitic delta loop array. EA8DET K1GMM. And what is your name? Could you give me your name for the log? Over.
Okay, QSL 100%. My name is Julio, Julia 24 Lima India Oscar, okay? I live in the Tenerife Island, in the Canary Islands, Tenerife Island of capital, QSL. Kilo 1, Golf Mike, Echo America 8, Delta Echo Tango, QSL.
Okay, Julio, very good. Great to hear you on the band. I'm going to go ahead and move things along here because the clock is ticking for me anyways. I'll say 7-3, have a good week coming up and good DX. And thank you very much for making the call. EA8DET K1GMM, go ahead with a close, over.
Okay, thank you very much for the short call for you and your station. Good weekend and good Sunday and yes, thank you very much. 73, good DX, good luck, bye-bye.
You too, good luck. 7-3. And this is Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, listening for Europe.
Oscar Echo 3 Lima Zulu Alpha.
Okay, ending in November, stand by. I tried to get you earlier. The band was opening Oscar Echo 3 Lima Zulu Alpha about 3 hours ago. I heard you in here with a booming signal. And I know you're running, I'm not sure if you're still on, I think a 3-element 40-meter monobander. But nice signal, give you a report on the next go. OE3LZA, this is Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, and the handle is Steve, over here, state of Vermont. Go ahead. This is K1GMM, over.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike, this is Oscar Echo 3 Lima Zulu Alpha. Hello Steve, I am sorry, maybe I did not hear you. Besides, we had a storm here in my QTX, so it
Big
was
station.
really annoying.
Nice
but
signal.
Now the band is okay, the 40 meter is okay. Nice to meet you, Steve.
Bill, you're a goon. Oh, very good. Yes, I know. I was going to work. Did you work the Echo India DX contest this weekend? I was going to work that, but 20 was completely closed here yesterday. I mean, a ghost town. And we had a K index of 5, and it looked like the X-ray flux was a little wild there. So I'm not sure what was going on, but it's been pretty ugly right through. So I'm actually surprised. Surprised that I'm actually able to do anything tonight, although it's not that bad. The signals aren't that strong. You're a 5.9 solid in the clear and just flickering the red into the red. And could you give me your name for the log, please? Over.
Steve, the name here is Layla, Lima Alpha, India Lima Alpha, Layla, QSL.
Got it. Layla, good to hear you. And did you work the Echo India contest by any chance? Over.
No. I could not come also to my station. I was in Vienna.
She sounds cute.
And I was really tied up to come to the station. But I heard some. I have a remote station. I heard some. But I could not work it. It's a pity.
Okay, Layla, no problem there. Just curious. And by the way, you are part of a live stream. I am live streaming to YouTube. You will find it on my YouTube page, K1GMM. And I've been doing this for about the past 3 weeks, just goofing around. So you will see the contact probably, what time is it? 10 after 5 Eastern time, 2107. So I'm probably going to be in here I would say 15 to 20 minutes from the end of the stream. You should find it in there if you're interested. It will render to YouTube, and you can check out what you sound like. And I have the guys on the chat asking me to get your number. They're a bunch of animals, I tell you, Layla. Put it back to you, Layla, and I'm going to go ahead and let you close it up. OE3LZA, K1GMM, over.
Thank you, Steve. I think nobody uses the telephone now. But you can look at the QRZ.com, and yes, I will try to find the YouTube segment. And Steve, really a pleasure to meet you today. I am glad to meet you because I missed you in the 20. I'm looking forward to see you again. Kilowatt 1, Golf Mike, Oscar Lima Zulu Alpha. Back to you, Steve.
Hey, Layla, brilliant contact. Thank you very much for making the call. This rounds out my day. I tried to get you earlier, and I heard what you were running, and I knew you'd never hear me because the band was you were pretty much the only person I was hearing, and we were, at that time, 4 hours off of Gray Line. So the band opens here because of the antennas I have much earlier than a lot of people hear. I do hear stations on 40 meters usually around 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and Gray Line hits what, 7 o'clock maybe, something like that. So nice sounding station and great to work. Yeah, thanks for making the call. 7-3, have a great week and hope to run into you again. I'm sure I will. Even if it's a quick hello, don't be bashful. Jump in and say hello, and I'll do the same for you. OE3LZA, K1GMM.
Juliet, sorry. Golf Mike, I thank you, Steve. And, this is a new station for me, so I am really happy with it. And I like to play sometime. And I also directed the antenna towards
I'm embarrassed.
Your side. Steve, nice to meet you. Very
I'm shy.
nice and sweet contact. 73 from me, and big 88 for you and your friends. 73, bye-bye.
Same to you. Bye-bye now. 7-3, and thanks again. QRZDX, this is Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, standing by for Europe.
The Ocean Sensi by 8 Bravo Victoria.
5 Charlie Tango.
Okay, there was an Ocean Zanzibar. Try it one more time, over.
Yeah, Oscar Solo 8 Bravo Victoria. OZ 8 Bravo Victor. You're 5 and 9 plus, over.
Okay, Roger, you were also 5-9 plus. Beautiful copy. Wow, that part of Europe is wide open right now. 5 and 9 plus. The handle is Steve, over here, state of Vermont. Over.
Yes, okay, very fine, Steve. My name is Ben, Bravo EC November, and we're here in the southwestern part of Denmark. And yes, I think the band is open, and I think I heard your conversation before there, so you have probably a good setup, and so we both have sort of a band openers. I'm using a 3/3 full-size Yagi, 46 and 22 meters high, and that is, as you talked, a good band opener, at least 1 or 2 hours before the other boys hear them. So that makes fun there, and I guess you have the same fun there. K1GMM, OZ8 Bravo Victor.
Okay, OZ8BV, and I want to thank the other stations for standing by. I'm going to keep things moving along. I know there's a couple waiting, I think I heard in there. Ben, that explains your signal. I just looked down at the radio. You're solid +10, +15. Absolutely banging in here like a freight train. So that is working great for you. You know what's going on this side. I know you've been listening, so I'm not going to repeat it. I'll say 7-3, have a good evening and a great week coming up. And most of all, thanks for the call. I'm meeting a lot of new people here tonight, so this is very nice to make your acquaintance, and hopefully we can do it again soon. I'll let you tie it up. OZ8 Bravo Victor, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Go ahead.
Yes, okay, very fine, Jim. Wonderful signal and a wonderful station there. So, yeah, that does help a little bit with good antennas, of course, yeah. So, especially on well, it's all the same story, location, and what you put up on that location there. So you have
Amen.
found a lot of good
Ain't that the truth?
and many good greetings from Denmark. This is OZ8 Bravo Victor with K1GMM now clear. Bye-bye, 73.
Bye-bye, Ben. Thank you very much. 7-3, and good to hear you. QRZ, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. QRZDX, listening for Europe, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Mike, Whiskey, Victor Lima. Good evening, Steve.
Hey, you freakazoid. How are you, John? John, I actually got you in here pretty good, John, with no preamp. Go ahead and give me another over, and I'll give you an accurate report there. Over.
Somebody called me there?
Okay, John. John, stand by just for a moment. See if somebody was trying to call Ben. He just jumped in. Let Ben clear. See if he can pick up that station from the frequency, on the frequency here if somebody tried to get him. So, John, take a standby, and I'll do the same for you, Ben. K1GMM, go ahead.
Yes, okay, Steve. Sorry. I will. This is OZ8 Bravo Victor. I'll move up you and give it to at about 10 kc up there. So thanks for letting me in there, Steve, and see you. OZ8 Bravo Victor. QRZ moving up about 10 kc or so. Seriously.
Okay, Ben, 7-3. No problem there. Yeah, John, you're about a 3-3. 3-3 coming in, and I think you're what, running 10 watts?
I guess you caught me wrong, but it was me. But didn't quite make the trip there, mate. But it looks like the propagation is picking up quite nicely for tonight. I think it might get a bit better later on. So we'll just have to see what mate.
Okay, John, you have yourself a good evening. Thanks for jumping in on the stream. Good to see you, and we'll catch up with you later. Thanks for making the call. Always good to work. I love working you guys on the stream. I wish more of you would try over in Europe. Give it a shot. Get a room, will you? You guys are just... Daughter of Sheikh Ahmed HC1HZ. Ooh, yeah, I'm a dead man. John, you checking out the chat? Check out the chat. Yeah, I'm dead. All right, we'll catch you later, dude. 7-3. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, listening for Europe. CQDX, CQ Delta X-Ray, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for any calls.
CQ Delta X-Ray, CQDX, CQ Delta X-Ray, listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Bye for any calls.
Okay, think it was Papa Stroke 4. Give it to me again, please. Over.
Good afternoon, I suppose afternoon. Here is India, Uniform 4, Foxtrot, Lima, Papa, Stroke 4. I received you 4-8, but there is strong, 4-7, but there is strong clearance, unfortunately. Back to you, Kilo 1, Golf Mike Mike, from India, Uniform 4, Foxtrot, Lima, Papa, Stroke 4.
Okay, India Uniform 4, Foxtrot Lima, Papa, Stroke 4, Kilo 1, Golf Mike Mike. Name is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo, Victor Echo, over here, state of Vermont, Northeast U.S., and you're 5'3", 5'3", 5'3", up here in the northeast corner. Put it back to you, and if you could give me your name, please, that'd be great for the log. IU4FLP, Stroke 4, K1GMM, over.
Okay, thank you for the report. Your signal has improved a little bit. I could say it's 5'8", nearly 5'8". Okay, my name is Andrea, Alpha, November, Delta, Romeo, Echo, Alpha. That is Andrew in English, but you can find more information on my QRZ.com page. Just watch your QRZ the page with Stroke 4.
My pleasure, John.
Full time with Stroke 4 because I might count the plate down. And if you want the right page, you can see my exact location and the surroundings and a picture of the station and some information like that. So I've been listening to you for some time. You were talking with Leila from Austria. I have much of the information you gave. Too long. Next to you, Steve, Steve, K1GMM from IU4FLP Stroke 4.
Okay, Andrea, very good to meet you. Good to hear you on the band. I think this is another new one. Really quick before we part ways, what is the Stroke 4? What does that mean at the end of your call? Over?
Well, I am portable, let's say portable in the same area where I live normally. So in the past, it was used to mark it with a stroke and the number of the full area. If you had a, let's say, not movable station, in fact, I'm not on a car, I'm not walking. It's not really portable, the station. I mean, I cannot talk and walk. I am sitting, the station is on a table, the antenna is not on a tree, it's permanent antenna. So that's, in the past, it used to be stroke and in the coal area. Nowadays, maybe nobody uses it anymore. Okay, so maybe it's wrong, but I use it. Even for book of the war, I've got this call sign from the regular one. Okay, too long, Steve. Back to you, K1GMM from IU4FLP.
Okay, Andrea, no problem. Thank you for the explanation. I wasn't really sure, to be honest with you, so that helps me out in the long run when I hear a call like that with something stuck on the end of the suffix there from your neck of the woods. So I'll say 7-3. Have a great evening. Thanks for sticking around, and thanks for making the call, and great to hear you on the band. Good DX. Have a great week coming up. And you are, if you don't know it, you are live streaming to YouTube, and you will be able to find the QSO probably in the last, I would say, 15 minutes of the stream. Just to let you know there, buddy. I'm going to be off and doing dinner here pretty quick. 7-3, Andrea. Hope to work you again. I'm sure I will. Don't be a stranger. Jump in and say hello. IU4FLP. Sorry about that. Stroke 4. K1GMM. All the best there.
Okay, thank you very much. Unfortunately, the noise increased in power, so I couldn't understand the good part of what you said, but I caught the meaning anyway, so thank you.
I think the band's shifting around a little bit.
About QSM, okay, I haven't yet finished designing it, so it will take sometimes designing, printing, and so on, so it will not be soon to you. Okay, thank you very much again. Hope to meet you again in better condition.
Okay, Andrea, no problem. No, you're doing a fine job. The bands are not that good. When the band is good, I can shut the amp off and do this on 70 watts and be like 10 to 15 over into Europe. So the band is not in good shape. So, you know, when the band, things settle down, if our son would take it easy, our star would kind of settle down and stop throwing this garbage at us, and these coronal holes would kind of subside for a little while. We you know, the band would stabilize, and I'll tell you, you'd have no problem on the power you're running. I guarantee it. Because if you're making it in here, I would tack on probably, 2 S units or 3 S units if the band comes back, you know, really strong. So it's just conditions. That's all it is. 7-3, buddy. Have a great week. And thanks again for the call. At QRZDX, this is Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, listening for Europe.
Mike 0, Papa Yankee. Bravo 3, Mike 0, Victor, Papa Yankee.
Okay, there were a couple stations in there. Mike 0, Victor, Papa Yankee. Good evening. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Name is Steve, over here, state of Vermont. Over.
Yeah, also Steve here. Thanks for returning the call. You're 5-9 crystal clear onto the small west coast island of Scotland, Great Cumbria Island, using fishing pole antenna and an ICOM 7300 and about 250 watts. Steve, yourself?
Fantastic, Steve. Good to hear you. You are 5'9", in the clear, no problem. Great copy. Running about 500 out here on a 40-meter parasitic delta array, pointed northeast currently. Don't work Scotland that often, so good to hear you. Over.
Yeah, no problem. It's a small island. I've got the fishing pole antenna right next to the water, Steve. So we're getting the advantage of the salt water, helping with the signals, my friend. Yourself?
Hey, I'll tell you what. It doesn't hurt. I'm in the exact opposite. I'm basically in the Grand Canyons of Vermont. I live in a very deep valley at 600 feet in elevation, and I have a 4,000-foot chunk of marble straight up off my western doorstep, and I mean straight up. It's NVIS, and less than a quarter mile or less across the street, the Appalachian Mountains come straight up off the valley floor, NVIS at 3,000 feet. So, yeah, I'm exactly polar opposite to you, and you're living the dream is all I can say. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I bet you've got a little more heat than we have. If you look on the QRZ page, I've got a small trailer that we've converted into a mobile shack. So that's us. We're hooked up in the mobile shack for this evening, and it's about 50 degrees Celsius outside there, Steve.
Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Roger. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Listen, Steve, I'm not going to hold it. I'm not being rude, but there are a couple other stations in there. I want to keep things moving. And, you know, you don't know what's going to happen to this band the way it's been. It's kind of squirrely, and we have had some storms running. So I'll let you go. And I'll say 7-3, have a great week coming up, and thank you very much for the call. And good to hear you, man. Hopefully hear you again soon. Mike 0, VPY, K1GMM. Go ahead and tie it off there. Over.
It's been a pleasure, Steve. You take care, my friend, and hopefully won't be too long before we speak again. K1 Golf Mike 0, Victor, Papa Yankee, 73 and clear.
Yeah, 7-3, Steve. All the best, buddy. Thanks again. QRZ, Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
Echo Bravo 3, Golf Bravo. Echo Bravo 3, Golf Bravo.
Okay, ending in Golf Bravo. Stand by. You're next. The Echo Bravo, I think it is. Go ahead.
Yes, this is.
Ooh, you just fell.
Echo Bravo number 3, Golf Bravo. Meaning Kilo in
Okay, I think you finished. I think you said your name was Kim. Heavy QSB, almost like you've got an intermittent transmission. You're in there strong, and then you just disappear. And you disappeared several times in that over, but I did get your call, and I think I got your name. I can't give you an accurate report because it was so transient. It might be just really rapid QSB, but I got Echo Bravo 3 Golf Bravo. Please confirm. Over.
Italy, United 6 June, Italy.
Okay, I've got you in the noise floor, but thanks for the call. I think I got the call correct. Echo Bravo 3, Golf Bravo. I'll go ahead and give you a 3-1. I've got about, well, a fairly decent amount of noise in here, but I cannot copy you. I catch little bits and pieces here and there. Say 7-3, have a good evening, and good DX. Thank you very much for the call. And there was a Italy station in there, or ending in Golf Bravo. I think he was next. Go ahead.
Italy, United 6 Juliet, Echo India, over.
Okay, Italy, United 6, Juliet, Echo, India. This is Kilo 1, Golf, Mike. Handle is Steve. And QTH, State of Vermont. IU6JEI, K1GMM, over.
Roger, Steven, thank you for contact. Thank you for answers. I look in this moment at your photo. You have a Echo. Wow. You sound of the percussion. I play percussion, Steven. Yes, your senior is 5'7", Roger.
Okay, Roger, I got a 5'7", you are a 5'6", 56, and band is kind of unstable, so I'm not sure what's going on, but you're there, we're here, but, you know, it's kind of in and out a little bit, at least at my QTH it is. Yeah, that picture, sorry about that. And you are live streaming, and you're live streaming to YouTube, and you'll be able to catch it probably in the last 15 minutes of the stream. It will render up to YouTube, so if you wanted to watch it, it'll be up there probably later on this evening, definitely by tomorrow. But it's live streaming as we speak. What is your name? Give me your name for the log. Over.
Roger, Steven. My name is
See you, John.
November Alpha, November Delta Oscar. My city is Pineto, Papa India, November Echo Tango Oscar. Adriatic Coast, Abruzzo, Italy. Roger?
Okay, Roger, I missed the very beginning of your name. Is it Fernando? Give it to me one more time. I got November Alpha, November Delta Oscar, but that's all I have. Over. Your name. Give me your name one more time. Over.
You want surname? My surname, please?
Roger. Yeah, what is your name? Your name? Can you give me your name one more time, please? Over.
Oh, see, my name, Nando, November Alpha, November Delta Oscar, okay? My city Pineto. What's your name? Okay, allora, vediamo. Hero 1 goes my mic. Your name is Steven, giusto?
Roger, I got it, Nando, got it. Sorry about that. I thought I may have missed the very early part of your name. I'll say 7-3. Thank you very much for the call. Have a good week coming up, and hope to hear you again on the band. IU6JEI, K1GMM. Go ahead.
Okay, Roger. excuse me for my small English language. Studiero, I study school. Okay, Steven, thank you for the contact, 73, and goodbye.
Okay, thank you, 7373, and hope to hear you again. Thanks again for the call. QRZ, this Kilo 1 Golf Mike, listening for Europe.
Golf 0, Delta Tango X-ray.
There's a nice signal, Golf 0, Delta Tango X-ray. John, what are you doing? I thought that sounded familiar. Yeah, when did we work? We worked on 40 meters on the 24th of August. Very cool. Good to hear you again, John. How things going for you? Over?
Yeah, Kilo 1 Golf Mike, G0 DTX. Yeah, I jumped in on one of the live streams. I'm doing the same tonight, Steve. Just had, I use a game station, a PS4, and I've just been watching on there. Yeah, everything's fine, mate. Not done much radio, little bits and bats, but yeah, we just wanted to see if we'd make the trip again. Audio sounding very good this evening. Not as good as the live stream, but it's good there, Steve, over.
Okay, yeah, thanks, John. I was fussing with things a little bit today. I had some. Are you hearing any RFI on the live stream when I key the rig? Just curious, because I noticed some RFI on the audio on the live stream, and I know where it was getting into. It was getting into the cable that runs from the rack gear. It's a line level output I'm taking to the computer, into a line into the computer, and then that's fed to the stream, and it only happens when I key up. So I went to work on that today, and I think I got it sorted. It was doing it on the dummy load as well, and I lit everything up, and I did not hear it. But have you heard anything like that tonight? Over?
No, negative, mate. Everything's been fine that I've been hearing. Well, you dealt with on a good job. You're actually 5 and 8 here. And the band's not that clever in the start of the UK. A lot of static, so I think it's about S5 and you're getting over the noise level. I think that's what the farm's about. But, yeah, mate. Just on a G5RB this side, 400 watts speed, so that's where it's all. Same radio as yourself, essentially.
Station causing interference. Could you please move off? This frequency is occupied. Thank you. Yeah, John, there's somebody jerking around here on 130. It kind of took you out on that last over a little bit. Very good. Thank you for that report. And you were about a 5.7, peaking a 5.7, believe it or not. Doing a great job, but the QSB, it's very unstable, isn't it? You're down to maybe an S3 at times, but it's just the band, dude. That's all it is. Anyways, John, I'm going to take a couple more. Yeah, I'm 5 minutes past deadline. I'm going to take a couple more calls here, and then I'm going to duck out and shut everything down and go visit with a wife. It is Sunday after all, and you know what they say, a happy wife is a happy life. And trust me, dude, the doghouse isn't nearly big enough. I know, because I've been there. G0 DTX, K1GMM, over.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike, G0 DTX. Yeah, fine, Steve. Nice to make your contact again. We'll look again for you on the band. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, G0 DTX. 7-3, pal.
Yeah, 7-3, John. Pleasure as always, man. Anytime. Jump in and say hello, even if you can't stay. This is K1GMM, listening for Europe. Take a couple more calls. QRZ. CQDX, CQ Delta X-Ray, listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Bye for a call. Okay, guys, I'm going to kill it. That's my cue. I'm hungry. I'm out of here. That was a cool. That was a nice little bit of activity. So, anyways, oh. See if I can get this straightened out. Okay, and my camera lost focus. See, this is the thing about these cameras that drive me bonkers. They lose focus a little bit. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you later. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. And I don't know when I'll be doing this again, but I'll let you know. I think I got the stream thing figured out. I was actually, if you know me, I over-engineer and I overthink things. So I was scheduling events in a separate event section of YouTube. I don't have to do that. I think that's more for if I have multiple events I want to schedule. But the first event that I schedule needs to go in the primary window, and that's what screwed everything up last time, because it jumped to another URL, and I was looking at it and it wasn't there. So I think I got it figured out anyways. 7-3 guys, we'll catch you later. Good to see you all. Nice group in here tonight. So, been a pleasure. And I'm going to go ahead and shut her on down.